Sometimes you just need to vent, even if it's to a piece of paper.
A journal entry from First Lieutenant Connor McDougal to his fiancée Kathleen Bork. The Marine who grew up in D.C. was training at Camp Pendleton.
I'm writing to you, so it's like we're having a conversation.
Just as he had described in those conversations,
it's a miracle no one was killed.
Connor was concerned about the rollover accidents he was seeing.
This is a reminder that at any moment, through careless action, even in training, Marines can die.
He just didn't know he was writing about himself. Connor was killed when the light armored vehicle he was commanding hit a hidden ditch and rolled over in May of 2019. He was crushed. 6 crew members were injured. The official report obtained by WUSA 9 says Connor was not at fault in the accident. His parents, Michael and Susan, got the tragic news from the Marine Corps at their Eastern Shore home in Chestertown.
Just tell me he's wounded. Please don't tell me he's dead. And he said, I'm sorry, sir.
As many military moms think, our projected nightmare is when they deploy. Where in the world is he going to go, and what kind of harsh and hard environment where he's going to have his life on the line? You don't expect that during the training phase.
Connor's loved ones aren't alone. This Congressional Research Service report shows over a 14-year period, the number of service members killed in accidents is double the number of those killed in action. In fact, accidental deaths account for 1/3 of all active duty deaths from 2006 to 2020. Almost 2,000 of them involved vehicles. Do you believe Connor's death was preventable?
Absolutely.
What's that like to know as his mom?
I feel that the Marines let us down.
Kathleen, Michael, and Susan have been on a crusade of sorts since Connor's death, doing research about the many rollover accidents since then and lobbying lawmakers and the Department of Defense for changes.
This wasn't just us, because we continued to see it happen.
They and Congress have learned about problems, including the age of the vehicles, and often parts are taken from other vehicles when something is broken. The Marines say the investigation of Connor's death will be shared for educational value to mitigate future mishaps. The type of vehicle Connor was in is known to be top-heavy, but the report says it was mission-capable. A spokesman told us they are phasing in new vehicles as quickly as possible. They believe legacy vehicles are safe when operated within design parameters, and training continues to be reviewed and refined. Connor's family says more needs to be done. They believe driver training, range safety, and vehicle maintenance all need to be reformed.
This is not in Iraq or in the mountains of Afghanistan. This is near the beach at San Diego. So how can that be?
A congressional watchdog GAO report is expected this spring. We've learned it will examine Army and Marine Corps vehicle accidents for almost a decade. Investigators will evaluate what steps the military has taken to prevent these accidents, assess the training, and look into how the branches identify and communicate any hazards on the ranges, like the ditch Connor's vehicle hit. But his family feels this can't only be about DOD. Congress needs to hold military leadership accountable to make sure they listen to and address the concerns from these accidents.
They need to continue to demand to seek out these answers and to ensure that these things are being done, because this is not something that will go away. And we will make sure of that.
And while each day without Connor is a struggle,
every day when I wake up for a split second, I think everything's okay. And then I remember. That's the way it's going to be.
They hope his death will mean something.
We want to make sure that no other family experiences what we have.
We can try and improve things. We can reduce the death toll. There's no question. So that can be his legacy.
The GAO told lawmakers to expect a final report in May. We are also expecting a congressional hearing with some top brass on this topic later this month.